So there's two ways that people can generally start in this business. Alright. So there's the simple customer. And then we have the business builder. So what we like to call it is the beautiful and the beautiful and rich plan. Would you rather be beautiful or beautiful and rich? I think that was kind of self-explanatory. I'd rather just be rich. So with the customer plan, you purchase a kit and that runs at $475 or $475. And what this comes with is the spa. It comes with the gels. It comes with spray, cleanse and tone, and the moisturizer. And every time you sell one of these, you make $145. And we like to call this fast start pay. But this is paid weekly. Oh, what's going on with the pen? Every Wednesday. So every time you make one of these sales, you get $145. But what this kit doesn't come with is the pearls, which run around $140. And what people would normally buy on a monthly basis is the gels, which runs around $70. So that's $210. So people are all disappointed. Wait, what? The kit doesn't come with the pearls? I really needed that. So what we did is to really grow the business, we came up with a simple formula to help people see the business side of things. So we basically asked them, do you know 3 people that would want this product? And they said, especially in Los Angeles when we grew it first, they said, of course, I know 10, I know 100 people that would want this product. So we said, great, so do you want to learn how you can get yours for free? And they said, of course, who doesn't like free things? So we showed them, this is how you can get yours for free. So there's a kit that we can buy, and it comes with 3 spas at $13.99. So when you purchase 3 spas, the company immediately gives you a free spa. So you get an extra one. But what they also provide you with is all the things that weren't provided here. So the pearls, gels, but they also give you extra stuff. They give you a night cream, which is like a moisturizer, and what's called line corrector for those really deep lines. So what we told them is, well, all you have to do is sell off these 3 spas to the 3 people you know are going to buy this. And sell them off for $4.75 each. So $4.75 times 3, that's $14.25. And I guess this is quite self-explanatory, but if you can see this, you immediately, after selling your 3 spas, make your money back, right? But the most important thing is that you get your kit and your pearls and gels night line corrector for free. So the first thing, make money back. And then you get free spa. So even for people not really looking to join the business and do this completely as a business, some people just wanted their free spa. So that's a simple way to do it. But the second thing, to really make money in this business, you have to become an executive. And that's at 4,500 points. So what does that mean? Well, each of these kits right here, the Business Builder kit, is worth 1,000 points. So if you find 4 people that would want to do it as a business or would want to get their spa for free, right? Just 4. You have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 points of volume. So immediately after finding 4, you make your executive at 4,500 points. And what this means is that you get paid 5 to 20% of your entire organizational volume. So to give you an idea of what this means, if this guy decides that he wants to sell a spa, maybe to his mom or something, then you get a commission off of that. You get 5 to 20% of that commission. So the third thing that occurs is that you have inventory. And what inventory means, what having inventory means, is that you can actually double your sales. Because when somebody looks like this, when do you think they want to buy it? Right? They want to buy it now. And for that reason, you can hand it over the table and give it to them right then and there. They don't go home. They don't talk to their husband. They don't go asking people whether or not they should buy it. They just have it immediately. And so that doubles your sales. But what does this also mean business-wise? So if somebody, really wants to do this business and they decide to join, they don't have to wait for their products. They can get it right then and there. They can start demoing immediately. So it's a really good for also the fourth point, what I'm going to point out, is replication. So people start to do what you're doing. They start to replicate you. And that means to copy. So people start to see that, okay, you started like this, you're going to be a business builder, you're getting yours for free, I want to get mine for free, I'm going to do it the same way. So people do that, and then they start finding their 4, right? And they start becoming executives as well. And you can do it in many different ways. So as long as they have 4,500 points under them, so say they find 4 people across, or maybe even, down like this. Or even sometimes we have these one-legged monsters that just have these giant lines. But this guy will become an executive. And even if you have enough customers to support 4,500 points, you become an executive. So these guys are all executives now. And then you start to hit pin titles, but I'll explain that a little more later. So the 5th point is that there's a 1 year, 90% money back guarantee for any unsold or unused products. Which means that if you don't sell your 3 kits off, within 1 year you can return it to the company and get 90% of what you spent on it back. And why is this so important? Because there's a lot of companies that give you a lot of inventory and have you inventory all your products, but then, maybe you don't sell it and you're stuck with it. With Nuskin, that'll never happen. If you don't sell it, you can return it back and get 90% of your money back. And what is 90%? So of this kit, it's $13.99, so 90% of that is $140. Your risk is literally $140. And each time you sell an LOI kit, a business builder kit, you make $150 in fast start pay. So if you sell one of these, you immediately pay for your risk. So your risk is very low, extremely low. But what does this mean? Is there a high reward potential? And of course there is. So I'll show you what that is. So as these people start to become executive, they find their 4. Then you start to hit pin titles. And what that means is that if you find 4 people that can make executive, that's what you're considered now to be a Ruby executive. And what a Ruby means is that the Ruby makes around $2,800 monthly. And this is a residual, so this is a something that you get paid whether you work or not. So when you become Ruby, you also get a free trip. Our next one is going to be to Maui. It's awesome. It's beautiful. And they pay for everything. They pay for your flight. They pay for your hotel. And generally it's 5-star hotels. It's really nice. But the biggest thing is that you get to meet up with all of the top leaders, the millionaires of the world. And why is this so important? Because they can teach you what you need to learn to become successful. And each one has a different thing that they can teach you. So you find 2 more executives, and you're called an emerald. And forget the names, but what do we get paid? An emerald gets paid roughly $5,000 per month. And so, you know, most emeralds are pretty good with their living. If you live in Hawaii, the expense is a little bit more. So I'll show you. Also, you get another free trip. Each time you hit one of these pin titles, you get a free trip. So you find 2 more, and you're known as a diamond. And the diamond executive makes, on average, $10,000 monthly. And we can't lie about this because these are our averages. We're a publicly traded company. If we lied about this, we'd all be arrested, right? So this is the cool thing is that, you know, in Hawaii, there's nobody that can't live off of $10,000 per month. And so, like I said, you get that whether you work or not. Like my dad, he worked for roughly 2 years in Colombia. And from those 2 years of work, he's getting paid forever on that same work that he did. I think what's even more exciting, though, is if you find 4 more, you have 12 executives, and you're known as a blue diamond. So as a blue diamond, the average blue diamond gets paid $50,000. Actually, it's more like 53, but just so that it's easier to see the numbers, $50,000 monthly. So what can you do with $50,000 monthly? And the question isn't how many cars can you buy, but what can you do when you have that kind of freedom? Whether you work or not, you get $50,000. Can you go help a lot of people? So this is the idea, and really what you can see is it's a very low risk, $140 risk, but your potential reward is extremely high. So the final question is, would you rather be beautiful or beautiful and rich?